The summer sun cast long shadows over Maplewood, a small town where everyone knew everyone else's business. For Alex, it was a place of comfort and familiarity, where childhood memories were woven into the fabric of daily life. The old Victorian house that Tom and Susan had made their home was nestled on Elm Street, a quaint yet bustling thoroughfare lined with oak trees and neatly manicured lawns. Alex had always felt at home here, despite knowing that Tom was his stepdad. To Alex, Tom was his dad in every sense that mattered, guiding him through childhood, supporting him through adolescence, and providing a loving home. The family dynamic was uncomplicated, characterized by laughter, warmth, and unspoken understanding. But today, as Alex wandered through the attic, a world of forgotten relics beckoned. Dust danced in the beams of sunlight filtering through the small attic window. Amidst old trunks and yellowing newspapers, Alex's eyes landed on a weathered box, its leather surface cracked and faded with age. Curiosity piqued. He lifted the lid to reveal a trove of old letters, photographs, and documents. Among the items was a collection of faded photographs featuring unfamiliar faces and an assortment of letters penned in elegant, looping script. One letter in particular stood out. It was addressed to Dear Evelyn and spoke of hidden truths and family secrets that had been kept buried for decades. The mention of secrets and truths stirred something deep within Alex, igniting a flicker of unease. Alex's heart raced as he carefully examined the contents of the box. Each letter seemed to hint at a deeper narrative, a story concealed behind the veneer of normalcy that had defined his family life. The photographs depicted people who were strangers to him, older relatives whose names were only mentioned in passing conversations. One document, a brittle piece of paper tucked inside an envelope, revealed that both Tom and Evelyn were adopted. Alex's mind whirled as he pieced together the implications of this revelation. The adoption papers indicated that Tom's and Evelyn's parents had kept their adoptive status a secret, a not uncommon practice in the 1950s. But why? And what did it mean for Alex's own identity? Driven by a mix of apprehension and determination, Alex began to investigate further. He combed through more documents, cross-referencing names and dates, trying to make sense of the fragmented pieces. Each discovery added layers to the mystery, and soon Alex's world, once solid and predictable, felt increasingly uncertain. With mounting evidence of concealed family history, Alex decided to confront his parents. He approached Tom with the bundle of documents, his heart pounding with a mix of anxiety and anticipation. Tom's reaction was calm, almost detached, as he sifted through the papers. He explained that the adoption was a matter of practical necessity back in the 1950s, a detail that, while significant, did not alter the essence of their family bond. Despite Tom's reassurances, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that something more sinister lurked beneath the surface. He turned his attention to Evelyn, whose estrangement from the family had always seemed shrouded in mystery. Evelyn's departure had been abrupt, leaving behind unresolved tensions and unanswered questions. Alex's probing led him to overhear a conversation between his parents, hinting at a complex web of family dynamics and old grievances. The sense of unease grew as Alex realized that uncovering the truth might come at a significant personal cost. The turning point came when Alex decided to confront Evelyn directly. He reached out to her, inviting her to meet and discuss the documents. Evelyn's response was guarded, but she agreed to a meeting at a quiet cafe, away from prying eyes. As they sat across from each other, the air thick with tension, Alex presented the documents. Evelyn's expression shifted from surprise to apprehension as she leafed through the papers. The revelations of the past seemed to weigh heavily on her, and she finally broke her silence. Evelyn explained that her departure from the family was not merely a personal choice. but a result of long-standing conflicts and unresolved issues. The adoption, while kept secret, had been a source of internal strife, leading to her estrangement. Her reaction to Alex's findings was one of guilt and regret, as she had always carried the burden of being the outsider within the family. In the midst of these revelations, a family gathering was organised. It was intended to be a joyful occasion, Tom's 60th birthday, but it quickly turned into a stage for confrontation. The event was held at the family's beloved lake house, where laughter and celebration were usually the norm. As the guests mingled and reminisced, Alex's unease grew. He had resolved to bring the hidden truths to light, but the prospect of disrupting the gathering weighed heavily on him. Finally, during a moment of relative calm, Alex stood up and addressed the room. With the weight of the documents in his hands, he revealed the family secrets about the adoptions, the strained relationships, and the hidden past. The room fell silent as the family absorbed the shock of the revelations. Evelyn, visibly shaken, tried to defend her actions, but the emotional impact was profound. The revelations triggered a cascade of emotional responses. Tom and Susan struggled to process the new information, while Evelyn confronted her own feelings of shame and regret. Alex's confrontation had not only unearthed hidden truths, but also exposed the raw vulnerabilities of each family member. In the aftermath of the gathering, Evelyn shared her perspective on the family's history. She admitted that her actions were driven by her own insecurities and fear of rejection. The adoption had been a double-edged sword, creating a sense of separation and isolation. Her attempt to shield herself from the pain had resulted in further alienation. The family was forced to confront their pasts and reassess their relationships. Long-held grudges and unspoken grievances were aired, leading to intense and heartfelt discussions. The process was painful, but necessary for healing. A crisis struck when Susan fell ill unexpectedly. The family rallied around her, and the gravity of the situation brought a sense of urgency to their reconciliation. The crisis served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of family bonds. Alex, Evelyn, and the rest of the family put aside their differences to support Susan. The shared experience of dealing with a health scare forced them to come together in ways they had not before. The emotional strain of the crisis allowed for moments of genuine connection and understanding. Through the ordeal, Alex and Evelyn began to forge a new relationship, one built on empathy and mutual respect. The family's unity was tested, but the shared experience of caring for Susan brought them closer together. With the crisis behind them, the family began to rebuild their relationships. Alex reflected on the lessons learned from the revelations and the importance of valuing family bonds beyond mere genetics. The emotional journey had not been easy, but it had led to a deeper understanding of each other. Evelyn made efforts to reconnect with the family, working to mend the fractures that had been created by years of estrangement. Tom and Susan, though initially shaken, found solace in the renewed connections with their extended family. The process of healing was ongoing, but the family was committed to moving forward with newfound clarity. Alex's role in uncovering the truth had not been without its challenges, but it had ultimately strengthened his sense of identity and place within the family. The resolution brought a sense of closure and the promise of new beginnings. The story concluded with a sense of hope and renewal. Alex, now more secure in his identity and understanding of his family, looked forward to a future where family ties were valued beyond mere genetics. The revelations had reshaped the family dynamics, but they had also paved the way for a more genuine and meaningful connection. The final scenes depicted a family gathering, where the focus was on celebrating their renewed bonds. Laughter and shared moments replaced the earlier tension, and the future seemed bright with possibilities. Alex, Evelyn, and the rest of the family embraced the lessons learned from their journey, ready to face the future with a deeper appreciation for the ties that truly bind them. There are countless more adventures waiting for us on this ever-expanding platform of YouTube. Click that notification bell and join us on the next chapter of our story. Together, we'll continue to explore, learn, and grow. Thank you for being a part of our YouTube family. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep watching, and keep shining bright. See you in the next video.